Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. I pray that you all are doing amazing, and let me just start off first by saying that we reached 70,000 subscribers, and I cannot believe it. It feels like a million, honestly, and I never thought that, if I'm just being completely honest, I never thought that my messages and my voice was wanted or would be received by so many amazing people, and the universe put you guys in my life and me in you guys' life just to prove me wrong, and I honestly cannot thank you guys enough for that. And I've got some ideas for a giveaway. I'll keep you guys updated on that, but again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so very much. I love you guys to the moon and back. So yeah, this video is inspired by Leo season, and because we had that second new moon in the sign of Cancer a few days ago on the 20th, July 20th, this really sort of reset the timing of the new and full moons. So we won't be having a new moon in the sign of Leo until the end of the month and the later degrees of that sign. But normally it will be around the beginning of the month, and a message actually came through for this Leo season. I'll be covering this Leo energy a lot more in that new moon and Leo video towards the end of August, or not the end, but towards like the middle of August. I got a message that came through for this Leo season in the video that I posted before this one about how to raise your vibration. So before I get to that, let me just say, if you know which pile you want to select, then head to the description or comments for the timestamps to that pile. But one of the piles for that how to raise your vibration, pick a card. The message came up about the 5 stages of the sun, and this is Kemetic, aka ancient Egyptian teachings or science or religion. And so these 5 stages of the sun were Kepher, known as the driller, and this is dawn; Ra, the stubborn, this is the afternoon; Un, the wise, this is mid-afternoon; Aten, the wiser, late afternoon; Amun, the hidden, this is the evening when the sun walks back into the night, and this is the final stage of the sun. And these 5 stages of the sun also represent the 5 stages of consciousness, and the world has been in the hidden stage of Amun for thousands of years now, and we're slowly starting to come out of it now. The spiritual community has coined this as the Great Awakening, you know? But this is just mainly talking about this cycle of birth, life, and then death before cycling back into the beginning Kepher stage of the awakening. So you know how we have the golden age and we have the dark ages. It's kind of like that, right? And that's exactly what this year 2020 has felt like. It's felt like a big Wheel of Fortune moment where we are really feeling the turn of this wheel. And looking at the chart for Leo season, it seems as though there some sort of energetic rejuvenation that's coming up here. Not where things just clear up and everything just goes back to how it used to be, but more so like us getting accustomed to all this change. So this reading isn't really touching on the age of enlightenment for mankind, but we're diving into your own personal Great Awakening energy that I see starting to get kicked up with this Leo season. Because right now the sun, if we were looking at the sun's chart, we would see that he is currently in the 12th house. He's going through this hidden stage of Amun. The 12th stage is the 12th house is the last house of the zodiac wheel. So he is currently right now in the stage of Amun. And so I see for a lot of our personal lives that there's a lot of energy coming back. We're going to feel like we have a little bit better of a grip on certain areas of our life that have felt very out of whack, you know? And so I'm focusing on the blessings that this Leo season is bringing us after our very own dark age period, okay? And so this is a general reading, so this is only going to resonate with those that have been feeling and looking forward to the good, positive changes on the way. So if you've been feeling like something good is on the way, despite what's happening globally or even in your own personal life, then this reading is definitely for you. And even if you haven't been feeling optimistic lately, then hopefully this reading and these messages can give you some good to look forward to, because I truly do feel like very, very many of us, if not all of us, have some sort of development to look forward to with this Leo season, okay? And so let me go on ahead and jump into the disclaimers here. So tarot, or at least my readings, are not meant to tell you anything you don't know, as much as they are here to confirm the things you do know but just have forgotten. So if something does not resonate, then either that part of the message is not meant for you, or you might not be ready to hear it. Tarot is going to reveal truths about our energetic frequencies, and we have to be ready and willing to hear those truths in order for those messages to resonate, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest. These messages are not a judgment on your life. They are just simply me translating the energy that I'm seeing in the cards. And so for those of you that want to participate in this meditation, let me just say, like I always do, this is a general reading for the collective. In order for this to resonate with you, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'll be offering a 60-second meditation. 30 seconds into that meditation, I'll be placing crystals for those that like to pick piles with objects on them. If you are drawn to another pile, that's because there's another message for you in that pile. So if you are ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds, then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can discern which blessings are on the way for you in this month of August, this Leo season, okay? So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. And we'll start that meditation right now. All right, so here on pile 1 is the crystal aragonite, on pile 2, pyrite, on pile 3, angel phantom quartz, on pile 4, rainbow fluorite, and on pile 5, tiger's eye. And I'll give you guys another 30 seconds to meditate with the crystals in each pile. All right, and pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards before getting to your oracle cards. Let's go on ahead and check out what your tarot cards have to say. So the very first card that we have here is the High Priestess. Then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And then the Two of Cups. Okay, pile 1. So, all day, right away, this looks to be like the rekindling of something with someone else. And now the specifics that came in looking at these cards is there's a certain energy or frequency being sent someone else's way. And this may be someone that you have like an argument or a disagreement or some sort of falling out with. Maybe you guys have broken up in some way, but I see the energy of peace getting sent to this other individual. It's like you stopped caring about what happened, or maybe you stopped being angry and you came to this place where you were able to acknowledge and admit with this High Priestess here that you do miss this person, or that you do want them in your life, or that you do want to fix things. You don't miss the bullshit, like Seven of Wands in reverse right here, but you do miss them. Two of Cups. Or you wish that fight wouldn't have happened, or you wish you guys could get back on track, or you wish you guys had better communication, a better understanding. You wish you guys could see eye to eye, find some sort of like a common ground here. There's this energy of I wish we could make things right, and that's somehow being sent their direction. And the crazy thing is, I don't know if this person was waiting for things to cool off, but they are actually really receptive to this to you guys talking again, or to you guys like getting back on track, to you guys smoothing things over. This other individual is really receptive to it, and if anything, they're really happy or excited that you feel the same way, and they at least are hoping that you feel the same way this Leo season. So this is you guys really coming back together, or this is you really coming back together with like a friend, a lover, a relative, someone that meant something to you, pile 1. This is you guys healing, admitting your faults, wanting to bury the issue and move on. And I see that happening for most of my pile 1s. You guys moving on stronger and better. So you see how in this Two of Cups here, it looks as though she was waiting for this other person. You see how she's like holding her? This looks like her reflection. This almost looks like her twin, right? So this could be some form of a soulmate, and soulmates don't have to be romantic. You know, they could definitely be friends or family members, even pets. You know, like soulmates can really be anything, and I try to stay away from that term because it has such a connotation about it now. But yeah, for sure. It looks as though she was waiting for this other person, even though this other person looks like her reflection. But yeah, this time apart for you, pile one, has really had this other person thinking a lot about what happened, but they're mostly becoming aware of everything that they did that they are not proud of. It's like they see it now that their walls are down and they're not so defensive anymore. With the Seven of Wands right here in reverse, all they want to do is be back in your life or be back on track. For those of you that are single or haven't experienced any sort of falling out, same exact message applies, which is really wild. But same message here, because the High Priestess tells me you've done some intensive soul connecting to yourself, and because of this, it's really dropped your guard. Seven of Wands, you're seeing relationships and people differently. You're seeing life differently. You're seeing things through a completely different lens with this High Priestess card here, and you're not so turned off by intimacy or companionship or closeness anymore, but now you're coming to see the beauty in it. You don't want to see the world as this place full of landmines anymore. You don't want to expect the worst out of people anymore. Seven of Wands, you have this zoomed out, almost like bird's eye view, this third person perspective, High Priestess, of people's actions. Seven of Wands, and you're realizing that that was one or two or three experiences, but this isn't everyone. Just because that one relationship didn't work out, or maybe it was a couple of relationships that didn't work out, or maybe it's been all of your relationships throughout your life that just don't seem to work out. That is only what, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people out of billions, you know? So it's like not everybody is like that, but this is really all about a change of how you see things, seeing the glass half full versus half empty. The High Priestess is ruled by the moon, so this can really talk about illusion. This can really talk about us not necessarily understanding how we are almost conjuring up certain experiences or conjuring up certain emotions or feelings or people or situations in our life. Because the High Priestess, yes, she is about wisdom. Yes, she's about perspective. She's about knowledge. She's about this inner knowing, this inner understanding that comes from some other source, some other higher being. The High Priestess is the glue between two entities, right? Either like light and dark, life or death. She sits in the middle of two separate things, two separate entities. Whether, like I said, this is light and dark, life or death, you know, the in versus the without. She is the glue that brings these two things together because of her wisdom, because she understands that yes, these two things may be opposite, but they actually share a common core. They actually share some sort of common ground. So there's some sort of wisdom, there's some sort of understanding that has come to you where you sort of are seeing things differently, or this other person as well is seeing things differently, and you guys are able to put certain things behind you because you've got some perspective. You see now, like, this fight wasn't even anything worth us not speaking, or this fight wasn't anything worth us not being in each other's lives anymore. So there's a certain level of faith that has come back into this dynamic where it's like you guys are seeing, like, you know what, we actually can work this out. This is something that we can definitely overcome. And that's one of the major blessings here, is you guys really realizing how small this issue is, or you realizing how this is only one experience, or maybe this is my whole life's experience, but it doesn't have to be the rest of my life. There's like a lot of wisdom that's coming from you just kind of looking back, stepping back and saying, that definitely does not have to be my reality anymore. She's definitely bringing you a different sense of perspective. This High Priestess is here. Another blessing I have to come out and say here is forgiveness, but in a sense, because there's levels to forgiveness, in my opinion. And Seven of Wands is you saying about someone that may have hurt you or upset you, like, you're not that scary. This isn't even really that serious, or it's not even that deep for me to be this upset, or for the situation to keep me from connecting with others. There's this readiness to move on, and it looks like pile one, there's some sort of connection here, either with an old partner or an entirely new person. Another blessing here is empathy. Somebody being in your shoes and finally seeing things your way. With this Two of Emotions and the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's like they just needed some time. They just needed some time to kind of realize, like, I can see the similarities between us. Interesting. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here to see what else it is that we are saying about this Leo season. Any additional blessings, because it's really seems to be like some sort of issue getting handled, that was really causing you some stress, and somebody stepped back. To me, it looks like you stepped back, but what I'm seeing is you coming together with someone that you had stepped away from. Or maybe you're coming, this could as well like be a project. This feels like another person for a lot of you, but this could as well be like a project. Maybe there's something that you stepped away from, like a project, because it got too difficult. You know, maybe finances were a little, maybe you couldn't financially support pursuing something. There's something changing up here, that the way you can come back together with something that meant a lot to you, whether this is a person or a project or something like that. This looks like somebody apologizing, somebody coming to you, approaching you and apologizing about something. They just really want to make amends is what I'm picking up here. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards to see if there's any additional messages about any sort of blessings coming in for Leo season. So we'll start with these two. Very first one that we have here is the Warrior and versatility. Okay. Versatility here feels like Pisces energy. It feels like charming energy, as well as versatility is much like the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is the queen, like we were talking about, of duality. She knows how to exist in two places at once, between the light and dark, the life and death, the in and the without, the physical and the spirit. So that's what I'm picking up here, is you adopting this new or different way to see someone or even yourself. You're realizing how complex and diverse and multifaceted people are, and it sort of drops the Seven of Wands warrior energy. It's not, things aren't combative anymore. It's not like things aren't difficult anymore. And at first you may have seen things from a wounded or a defensive stance, or this other person that you may be dealing with, but you're broadening your worldview. Another thing is, for those of you meeting new people or even an old friend, they will complement your energy very, very well, because you guys may be two different sides of the same coin, but the both of you have changed a lot, but it's going to make you guys work that much better, because there's a lot of maturity that's coming in here. High Priestess, there's a lot of maturity that's present in this situation. Someone also changed their mind about you as well with this versatility and warrior card here. Like I kind of picked up before, like they're seeing things from your perspective now. Whatever they were pressed about, they see it very differently. Yeah, exactly like I was saying, they see it from your perspective now, this Two of Cups down here. They may even begin coming to your defense with this change of view, because this warrior card here is telling me it's like they almost feel guilty, maybe, in a sense. Some of you guys might be dealing with somebody that feels really guilty about not listening to you or not believing you about something before. It's like they're going to come back saying like you were right about something. And not that that's a blessing coming in, that it's like, yeah, you were right. But it's like they're going to realize like what you were saying was not to hurt them. And it's almost as if they're going to come back and be on your side. It's almost as if they're going to come back, and they're going to come back so strong, because it's almost like they're overcompensating for how it is that maybe they treated you, or not believing you, or not listening to you. It's almost like they're going to come back to your defense if need be for anything. Yeah. The next two cards that we have here is There is only light. Wow. And divine guidance, whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. Okay, so yeah, for divine guidance and this high priestess card to be here, this is discernment, pile 1, as well as fate for the world. For the word guidance to be here is telling me that you guys are meant to be in each other's lives, or you were led back into each other's lives for a reason. And if this isn't a person, like I was talking about before, like maybe this is a project, a lifestyle, something it is that you're trying at it again, whatever this is, it's because you're fated to have this thing in your life. You're fated to do this thing. You're fated to achieve this thing. And that is why you're sort of being led back to this place or this person or this thing, project, whatever it may be. And with there is only light, you see how this light is like emitting from inside this person. Your high priestess card here is illumination. It's understanding. Like I said earlier, you and this other party are ready to see the good or light or love in each other. She brings a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom coming from this card here saying that there is only light. So it's like you guys are... You're not actively searching for the issue anymore. And if you go searching, all you're going to find is someone who genuinely cares. All you're going to be able to see is light. All you're going to be able to see if you do go searching for something is someone who genuinely cares. All you're going to be able to see is this light, this love that's emanating from them. All you're going to be able to see is how things are differently now and how this individual really wants to be back in your life. Or if it is a new person, then they just want to be in your life. The intentions are good. Like we talked about with this divine guidance card, this is all about discernment. But if you use your intuition, you will be able to sense their genuine love for you. There is only light is saying that you can definitely trust this. Like the blessing here for my pile 1s is like divine timing. Like now things are right. You had your chance to go off and see other things, understand other things, gain some extra perspective. This other individual had the opportunity to go off and sort of mature as well. So now that the both of you are coming back together at the right time, it's been divinely guided. Now that you guys are coming back at the right time, the blessing here is divine timing. This is working out exactly the way that it was always supposed to work out, but now it's the actual time for you guys to really come together and form something a lot stronger. As well as too, this could for sure be commitment. Like if you have met somebody new, one of the big blessings here is this person really wants a commitment with you. They really want to be in a relationship. They really want to make things exclusive. So that's another blessing that I'm also seeing as well. I'm trying to see if I'm seeing anything else. So basically to wrap up this blessing here, pile 1 for you, is things are really getting cleared up. At first it was a lot of confusion with the 7 of wands right here, but the high priestess is coming in with a lot of wisdom and 2 of emotions. There's no mistaking the 2 of cups. When we see the 2 of cups, this is 2 people that are choosing each other. This is 2 people that are actively walking into a commitment with each other. Versatility. At first things were a little bit wonky. They were a little bit confusing. They were just difficult. It may have seemed like they were difficult for no reason. That's kind of the energy that we deal with in the 7 of wands as well. But there's this warrior energy that came in and really sort of this warrior priestess energy that came in and really said, hey, you know, it's time to stop with the chaos. It's time to stop with the bullshit, because it's as if this issue has been taken off of your plate. That's what I really see with Leo season blessing you with, is this no longer being a headache for you. Because it's like you already have a lot of things going on. This was the last thing that you needed as a headache. And so I really see the universe coming in and saying, hey, it's the time. It's time. It's divine timing right now for them to see things your way, or for you to see things their way, or for you guys to be able to expand outside of your own perspective, to see each other's point of view. And so, yeah, for sure, this is like a issue, something that you may have been stressing about being taken off of your plate. So you don't have to worry about this anymore. There's only light. You can trust this. You can trust that you don't have to worry about this anymore. Now you guys moving forward are going to be able to sort of keep that common ground here, where it's like, you know what, we dealt with this before, we came back together. That's because we know that we belong in each other's lives. That's because we know that we care about each other. So let's stay true to that. Let's stay committed to that. So there's a lot of divine guidance here, which is really beautiful. But yes, this is all that I'm seeing for my pile ones. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages today. Hope you all come back to visit me sometime soon. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's go on ahead and start off with your tarot cards before getting to your oracle cards to see what blessings Leo season is going to be bringing to you, okay? So the very first tarot card that we have here is the Chariot. Then we have the Fool in reverse. And then the Two of Inspiration, otherwise known as the Two of Wands, in reverse. All right, pile 2. So first things first, let me just say this, but this could definitely be a car or some sort of change in your means of transportation, pile 2. Like you don't have to depend on anybody else for your transportation. If you've been depending on like using someone's vehicle or borrowing someone's vehicle, I see you sort of coming to your own means of transportation, or possibly even like buying a new car, something like that. That's the first things first that we have to get out of the way, as well as this could be like a move, like maybe you move a little bit closer to work or to your family or to the city or somewhere it is that you want to be. And this here, okay, just popped in, really random, but a loan. Some of you applied or are considering applying for a loan. You're going to be hearing about that. But for most of you, you're definitely getting approved because you have a lot of confidence coming in this month. And your confidence is substituting. It's almost like substituting in place of your luck, if that makes sense. But yeah, so moving on to the cards here, now that I got that out of the way, because that was just kind of something that just came through. But moving on to the cards here, there's something that you've been asking or praying or waiting for, pile 2. And instead of more asking, I see you taking action, making pieces move on your own, as well as I see you leading people. So this could be like your children or your family or friends, or you doing something on a public stage in a public forum. But there's this energy of you almost directing people. A lot of influence is coming to you this Leo season. People are just going to listen to you, you know? And now the Fool card is not someone that's prepared, because we do have the Fool card here in reverse. And typically when we deal with the Fool, even upright, he's definitely not prepared. He doesn't even know where he's going per se or what he's doing. He just sort of sets out on this adventure. And that's probably why he's the first card, because he has no clue what he's going to encounter. But the Chariot, on the other hand, has had some experience. By the time we get to the 7th card or the 8th card, the Chariot has some experience in working the material 3D realm. And the Chariot knows without a doubt that I can have whatever I want. All I have to do is decide on it, choose it, and after that, it's as good as mine. So there's a lot of energy backing you up this Leo season, pile 2. You might also have Leo energy heavy in your chart, or Aries Mars energy that's kind of heavy or dominant in your chart. And I just literally, okay, that was a little strange. I just literally saw a figure in the corner of my room, smiling down at me. Masculine energy. The face looked masculine. All I saw was the face. That was odd. That was so clear. That was almost crystal. That was almost a little too clear. Crystal clear. Bright aura, but it was just a face smiling down at me. Looked like a masculine face. So I don't know if I'm trying to get my train of thought back here. I don't know if this is something that you've seen in a dream or out of the corner of your eye. Okay, so something has really got your back, pile 2. And I feel as though these energies or powers, whatever it was I just saw, have really cleared the way for you. It's like this card down here, the Chariot. You see all these wild horses behind her? Let me just hold this up. You see all these wild horses behind her? With all these wild horses behind her, she's almost controlling them, if you see that here. And that's what this energy feels like. It feels like cosmic horsepower revving you up. I don't think that's a thing, but that's what I'm going to call it, is cosmic horsepower. It's like something is revving you up from the spiritual realm, and you're getting all this energy behind you, because in Leo season, things are just going to fall into place one after the other after the other. The Fool is in reverse here to say you're not stepping out on blind faith anymore or improvising as you go along. You're not writing intentions, planning, and dreaming anymore either with this Two of Wands in reverse down here. No, you are making things happen because of this powerful energy you are tapping into for Leo season. So this is really like your month pile too. You're steamrolling a lot of smaller goals that you set out, but that's where all this horsepower is coming from, or this confidence. It is in the fact that everything you seem to go after, you get it done this Leo season. There's something that you're wanting to take, and you might not have thought you had the resources or influence or resume or something that you thought you needed in order to make something happen in the past. And this feels like work for sure for a lot of you. Maybe like a promotion or starting a business. It could be something else as well, like a relationship or health, etc. But something that felt out of reach to you before, you are looking directly in the face at right now. It's like eye level with you now. It doesn't feel as far away. That's this magic cosmic power energy that's behind you. When our goals stop seeming as though they are down the street or around the corner or in the other opposite end of the world or the galaxy, when they seem attainable, that is when we know, that is when right there for then and sure, you can say like, okay, this thing has definitely come to me in the spirit realm. It's about to manifest in the physical realm. When your dreams stop, when you don't need a binocular to see your dreams anymore, and you can just like look around and see it all around you. You can see these goals all around you. You can feel them in the pit of your stomach. You can feel them in your bones. This is how you know. This is the spirit realm saying it has already come to you, and it's about to manifest in the material physical plane. So there's something, so whatever felt out of reach to you before, there's you looking at going back and retrieving it this Leo season. And I see this old opportunity or change being drawn back to you as well. You see the way she's looking down at this Fool card? It's like she's in awe of herself now, where she's like, I can't believe I thought at one point I couldn't have you, or that I wasn't good enough, or that I was too inexperienced, or that I didn't know enough. I can't believe at one point I thought I wasn't enough. You know, it's like, or it's like this sense of you looking back on the past, you looking back at yourself and being like, wow, I really have learned a lot. I've really come a long way. And so there's things that back in the past, it was like, oh God, I don't even know how I could bring this in. I don't even know if I'm capable. But where you are now, given everything it is that you've learned, that you've gone through, the person that you have evolved, the person that you have evolved into now, is looking back in the past and being like, damn, I could easily have that if I wanted it right now. So there's a lot of goals that you are knocking down in the month of August. A lot of goals that you're knocking down in the month of August. Let's go on ahead and check out you guys' or actually let me just check here real quick to make sure I'm not seeing anything else. Clients. Is this the pile that I was talking about? You might be starting a business, or is this the pile? I don't know. Did I mention that in your pile? I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm gonna have to watch it back now. But clients, the word clients just came through looking at this Fool card here. People are going to be interested in what you know or in your expertise. So especially if you do own your own business, or if you're starting your own business, expect to bring in clients. Whatever vision you had for your future in the past, within the last 5 years for sure, this feels like the last 5 years for some of you, but whatever vision it is that you've had in the last 5 years that you were like, damn, I would love to have that. This could be something like working from home. This could be something like a house, a car, moving into your own space, quitting your job, getting in a certain college or school, something like that, passing your exams, getting your degree, getting married, having a child, you know, whatever it is that this goal seemed far-fetched in the last 5 years, you're really chipping away at it. You're chipping away at it. You've been chipping away at it. But clients for sure, because you're going to look like a law of attraction poster child. You're going to look like people are going to see that there's very real physical proof and evidence that you've been doing something, and a lot of people are going to be asking you what you did in August. How did you make that happen? Up to you if you want to share it or not, but it definitely looks like clients for some of you. More clients coming in, more business coming in, more attention for sure coming. Oh, I did say that in the beginning. I said that it looks like you have a lot of influence, like you're directing a lot of people. Okay, that's okay. Okay, this makes sense then. Yeah, for some of you that own a business or are looking to start a business, this is a lot of clientele coming in, or this is a lot of attention coming in for your business, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards, because now that I got that like down packed, I feel like I can move on now. I knew it was something, I just couldn't necessarily place it. Okay, we'll start off with these two. The very first card that we have here is, look at that, you guys, Ascension. And then look at this movement. Oh, wow. This is incredible right here. Okay. So movement and ascension. Do I really need to say anything? Like, movement is definitely all day. This is confirmation to the Chariot card right here. Ascension is confirmation of what we were talking about earlier, where it is like whatever you felt you weren't good enough for or was really out of your reach before, it's almost as if you were too good. It's almost as if you are overqualified now at this point. Some of you as well may be traveling somewhere this Leo season, taking a plane, and you might be a little concerned about that given like the state of the world or whatever it is your anxieties may be, but don't worry about a thing. You're going to be perfectly fine. I don't know where that came from, but yes, if you're taking a plane during Leo season, late July, or in the month of August, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to be fine. Okay. And ascension and movement is also saying that you're leaving something behind, like with this Chariot card right here, especially if you've had a rough few months. This is saying that you are past it. You've moved on, or you've ascended past it. It's beneath you or behind you now. As well as movement, again, I forgot I mentioned some of you may be moving. So there's a huge possibility for my pile twos moving into a high rise or like a taller building. If that's something you've been looking into, maybe you've been wanting to like move to like a big city or move into the city, wherever it is that you live. That's also a really big possibility. Or maybe you're moving closer to family, something like that. Yeah. Oh, I did talk about transportation earlier. Okay, so then that plane message isn't that weird. Because at first I was like, where the hell did a plane ride come from? But it could be, okay, that could have something to do with that. As well as didn't we talk about a promotion, you guys? Ascension, movement, Jesus. Okay, so now all these messages are starting to come together. All right, excuse the process, but it might not be as clean or as like poised, but yeah. It comes through when it wants to. Okay, the next card that we have here is Vesica Pisces. I think I'm saying that right. Don't know. And then we have here Transformation. Okay. So Vesica Pisces. I guess I'm saying that right. Don't know. But yeah, this card over here is about learning how to pay attention to the inner world as much as the outer world. It's really about integrating the internal and the external realities. And so the thing that I'm seeing about that is, like I was saying, this is you really integrating sort of like your past and your present, or your past and your future, in a sense where you're like, back in the day, I didn't think that was possible. And now you're in a different place where it's like you're able to really bring that in. Whatever it was that you were externally seeking before is now something that you feel internally. So it was like that feeling of, oh my God, I would love to live in that big house, but I don't know if I'm able to pull that off. Now it's like you feel it in your bones this Leo season. Like, I can easily pull that off. Like, are you kidding me? I can have whatever I want. There's like this, that external feeling that you were sort of reaching for or searching for. It's like it just sort of fused with your internal energy. It fused with your own energy. And actually too, let me get the book really quick so that the way I can read the little paragraph on it, because there may be some additional messages with that. So give me a second. Okay, so it says with Vesica Pisces, the outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. Like I said, it seems like something is has cleared the way for you with this Chariot card. Oh yeah, I did see that image. I did see that energy. Yeah, so something has cleared the way for you. It's cleared any sort of resistance or blockages kind of out of the way. It says here, when we scan the myriad possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and will not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. Wow. And it says here that this is the card of the seed of life, or the flower of life. So yeah, you're really transformation. Wow, these cards go together really, really perfectly. That's incredible. And then the last line of the book, it says, in this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. Like I was saying, you've learned a lot from your past. The way that she's looking down at this Fool card here, you've learned a lot from your past. And it's like, this is why you're almost in like this overqualified position now, because it's like you learned so much. And this is why it's so easy for you now. To bring in things that seemed so out of reach for you before. And then transformation card here is something that was happening within you for months now, pile 2. And with this card, I just heard the word, it's complete. I just heard the word complete. So this is complete, meaning that your transformation is finished for now anyways, for now, because just like this snake here on this movement card, everything moves in cycles, zigging and zagging and moving towards and away from itself. So your life is beginning a great transformation. And these are things that you've been looking forward to and really planning for. You have been. And the final card that we have here is letting go. And it says, all the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Okay, so this may be you here letting go of past disappointments and failures and things that used to kind of scare you out of moving forward and pursuing something that you really wanted. You know, in the past, you may have kind of met maybe like rejection or some sort of issue or failure, disappointment. Maybe things fell through and they didn't work out the way that you were hoping. But now it's like I said, you have this feeling in you now where you're like, I know I'm more than capable. I know that if I want it, boom, it's as good as mine. So this is like you sort of letting go of whatever it was that may have been holding you back before, whatever sort of insecurities may have been clouding you, clouding your judgment, clouding your movement, clouding your ascension, resisting your transformation. So this right here is complete transformation. Like I was saying, you're feeling this inside of you now. And so you're really letting go whatever it is that happened in the past that sort of kept you from moving towards your goals and things has been completely stripped away. And so that's one of the major blessings here, is you really letting go of the past that didn't work out the way that you wanted, and you stepping into a present, transforming into the present you that can make anything happen. And you looking toward back in the past and saying, wow, I can really have that now. So yeah, this is a major blessing for you, because like I said, there's going to be things that you're knocking out of the way left and right, which is a really, really amazing pile too. So this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye now. All right, and pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards first before getting to your oracle cards. So let's go on ahead and see what your tarot cards have to say about your incoming blessings for this Leo season, this month of August. And the very first card that we have here is the 8 of Emotions, otherwise known as the 8 of Cups. The next card that we have here is the 6 of Materials, otherwise known as the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And the final tarot card that we have is the Queen of Materials, otherwise known as the Queen of Pentacles, also in reverse. Okay, so right away, this feels like work. So let me get the work message out of the way first. Pile 3, many of you guys have the opportunity to get noticed by someone that really, really wants to invest in you, or put you on the map somehow, or connect you to some sort of opportunity. This feels like someone with a lot of influence, or maybe they have like a big following, something like that, but I see them taking interest in what you do. And the funny thing about this 8 of Cups here is how you guys are going to sort of waltz right into this opportunity and you won't even recognize it. But it seems like you may experience a rejection at first with someone or something that you sort of put on a pedestal, only for someone more successful or with a bigger following to really be interested in you. As well as, for sure, with all these roses and this red pink hue, this could definitely be a relationship. You finally walking away from someone and you kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to be single, but you're not even like worried about it. You're not even worried about being lonely. You're not even worried about how long it's going to take for you to find the next person. You're not worried about it. You're just like, you know what, I'm kind of happy to just sort of be out of that past situation. And with you sort of walking away, you walk right into someone that's like so meant for you, or is way better than where you came from. But let me go back to the work situation. I'll get to the relationship stuff in a minute here. But yeah, you may experience some sort of rejection from someone or something with this 8 of Cups right here and this 6 of Pentacles in reverse. But like I said, this is going to lead you away from that situation, only for you to walk into something way better. 6 of Pentacles in reverse also says that they're not giving you this opportunity just because you need help or are looking for a platform. They're giving you this opportunity because they really do believe in you. They see something in you that they really appreciate and want to go into some sort of business with or partnership with, possibly. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is saying that this person or people see real promise in you. This could also be receiving money from somewhere or someone that makes absolutely no sense. You're not going to know what you did to deserve it, but it's like it almost falls into your lap. Another thing that is something that's really coming through right now, pile 3, is keep your eye on your mail. I know that might sound really weird, but keep an eye on your mail, or check any old mail that you haven't gone through, because there could be something in there for some of you that got overlooked, maybe like an invite or a check or a business proposition, as well as mail, because the word just mail came through. So it might not actually be physical mail. It could also be emails as well. Okay, so look through your physical mail that you get out of your mailbox, as well as look into your emails. Anything where you sort of get sent documents and things like that, really look into that, because there could be something there that you overlooked, or there could be something coming in. I'm not sure exactly what that message meant. This is a general reading, but I just heard the word mail. But like I was saying, the funny thing is you're not going to be expecting this, and it just sort of falls into your lap. There's someone that wants to take a chance on you, to give you a shot, because they really do believe in you. They sort of see themselves in you in some ways, and so they connect like that. But mostly this person is just going to be pressed to help you out, either financially or in business, or in terms of like more so like emotional sort of connection. Another thing too, pile 3, that's really important is don't let appearances fool you, because someone that comes into your vicinity this Leo season, for many of you, this person will have the means to really change your life in some way, but they're not going to look like it. So if you are an artist, make sure that you always have like your portfolio on you, or your pictures with you, or your music or business card or something, because this person isn't going to look capable of a lot. And lo and behold, they're like this missing key or puzzle piece to the things that you've been wanting to manifest or asking and praying for a while. This may also come through a mutual friend or associate. So don't be too quick to say no to people, because there's something here, but it's sort of like hidden. It's very vague. Like at first glance, you wouldn't think anything of it. Plus with all these roses too, like I was saying, with this red and pink, this could definitely be romance brewing this season for some of you. And they might not seem interested or available or like that's on their mind, but do not be fooled by appearances, pile 3. That's the main thing right here. Is even if you have this notion of like they seem like a player or they're so beautiful, like I know they have to be dating a lot of people, there's no way that they could just be like a one woman man or a one man woman, you know. And it's like you're gonna be shocked. Do not let these appearances fool you. So this could be somebody extremely beautiful coming along, and you may just be sort of thinking to yourself like, what do you want? Or this just could be somebody with like somebody is very sought after, somebody that's very attractive in some sort of sense. Maybe they're pretty successful, maybe they have their own business, maybe they have their own clout, maybe they have a lot of influence, something like that. Maybe they have a lot of money, maybe they're very physically attractive. And so you might be thinking to yourself like, you know, are you trying to like play me or something like that? But it's not. Like, don't let the appearances fool you. If that's the one, if I could only get one message through for my pile 3s, is do not let the appearances fool you. Okay, so let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here, see what else it is that we are seeing. So the very first card that we have, we'll do this one first. The very first card that we have here is surrender. Okay. So surrender. This all day is just matching the 8 of Cups, pile 3. Like I said, when you surrender or walk away or finally decide to stop trying this other avenue, it's going to sting a little bit because you may have really wanted it. You may have really liked it. You may have really wanted this other thing to work out. But like I mentioned earlier, you may get rejected by one thing only to come across something way better, something that's actually worth your time, something that's actually worth your energy, something that's actually worth your heart and your emotions and your trust and your loyalty and your commitment, something that is actually worth you, deserving of you. You're going to end up coming across this Leo season. But this won't happen if you keep trying to sort of force this other avenue. You have to kind of walk away from this other option first, because that's what's going to lead you over here. So with you trying to make something work over there, trying to almost force this to work, that's going to take all of your gas and energy to the point to where you might not notice this other opportunity because, like I said, it seems like it's not important. And if you're sort of depleted or tired out from dealing with this other thing that just won't get moving, or it just won't work, you may end up exhausting yourself to the point where you don't even venture on over to this place where you discover this other thing that's actually deserving of you, that's actually worthy of you. So surrender big time is coming through. Surrender for you, big time, is going to push you to exactly where it is that you need to be. Okay, let's go on ahead and check out these 3 cards here. And so we have the card Focus, beautiful. Then we have, look at that, look pile 3, it says nothing has gone wrong. Beautiful. And then we have here channeling. Interesting. Okay, really, really, really interesting. All right, so focus, nothing has gone wrong, and challenge, or focus, nothing has gone wrong, and channeling. Pile 3, oh my God. So focus is trying to say, don't lose your faith, pile 3, that things will work out because nothing has gone wrong. So stay focused on what you want. Stay focused on your goal or on what you're trying to pull off. Stay focused on the fact that, like, you know what? I'm not happy over here. Let me change that. Let me do what I can to change that. Channeling says you will be intuitively directed this Leo season. So if you feel randomly like, hey, let me give so-and-so a call, or let me submit my work to this place, or let me just do this, like, maybe chances are I won't get picked, but let me just try it anyways. Like, this rejection is gonna open you up. It's gonna open you up to, you know what? Let me just go on ahead and try this because that didn't work out. So why not? That's what that rejection is gonna do. It's gonna end up opening you up where you're like, you know what? Let me try something that I probably wouldn't have tried if this would have worked out. So if you feel randomly, like I was saying, to just do this or just do that, listen to these small nudges, because you are channeling from something higher that can see further down the road, that can see, that is trying to lead you in this other direction, that is much more deserving of you, that is going to really, that is meant for you, that's a lot more in alignment with you and with what you want. Okay? And then the final card that we have here is organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. Where should I put this? Actually, so with organization, what I'm picking up here is kind of a little bit like focus, in terms of make sure you keep your, like I was saying earlier, make sure you have your business card on you, or some pictures or portfolio of your work, of the things that you do, because you looking organized, you looking put together is really going to help sell you, in a sense, if this is like business or something that you're trying to do. As well as what I'm seeing here is with organization is some of you may have been turned off in the past by dealing with things that seemed chaotic or out of order, but nothing has gone wrong. Everything is actually working out exactly as it needs to with this organization card here, as well as organization is also saying, this is kind of like a message from the universe saying that we're cleaning up this part of your life, or we're organizing this part of your life. So this is why it's advised for you to surrender to whatever this is. If something doesn't work out, surrender to it. Say, okay, that's fine. Because once you do that, you're going to open yourself up to something that's actually worthy of you. So this is kind of what I'm picking up with this organization card here, is like, this is a message from spirit and the universe saying, like, we're cleaning up this part of your life. We're putting it in order. We're organizing it for you. So don't be upset if something else falls apart. Whatever falls apart was not meant for you, or it wasn't ordained for you. It wasn't in alignment with you. So that's going to be kind of like your a way for you to sort of detect whatever is a good move for you or the right move for you. Is if something seems a little too difficult, if something seems like it's not budging, like the only way things are going to change is if I change, is if I surrender to them, that is going to be your major sort of clue right there, that this is not right, that this is not meant for you. But definitely use your discernment with this. 8 of Cups, if you feel like I need an 8 of Cups, this situation or this person, or I just need to walk away, I just need to sort of say, like, you know what, it's not working. Okay, let me just take this L. I'm telling you, things are going to open up somewhere else for you. But it's going to take a little bit of faith here to just sort of say, like, you know what, not happy with this situation. It's not budging. Let me just take my chances elsewhere. And what's going to end up happening is going to be nothing short of amazing for you guys in the month of August, this Leo season. So so this is shaping up to be a really great month for you, as long as you like really just listen to yourself and allow yourself to be guided, okay, by your intuition, which is, yeah, this is awesome. But this is all that I'm seeing for my pile 3s. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages today. Hope you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards before your oracle cards to see what Leo season in August has in store for you in terms of blessings. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first card that we have here is the Muse of Emotions, otherwise known as the King of Cups. Then we have here the Ace of Inspiration, otherwise known as the Ace of Wands. Then we have the Page of Materials, otherwise known as the Page of Pentacles. And then we have here the Lovers. Okay. So, now this might only be for a few of you in this pile, but I see someone making it very clear or known or plain to the world and plain to other people that they choose you. So this could be romantic or something else. Maybe you were kind of in a situation where you weren't necessarily like officially exclusive with someone. You know, maybe both of you guys were still dating around and, you know, you kind of wanted to see if they would make things exclusive. So this could definitely be making your relationship exclusive in Leo season. This is like deep emotional commitment here though with this King of Cups. It's a passion that never burns out. It's attraction, and not like attraction, like just physical attraction, or not just attraction for whatever it is, you know, like something material or like money or something like that. And it's not just like I'm with you just because I'm with you, or just to not be alone, or just to have like a +1, but it's like I'm here because I want to be, because I choose to be, with this Ace of Wands and this Page of Pentacles. Both of these cards here says we'll build from the ground up. Page of Pentacles promises something long-term, long-lasting, stable, and dependable more than anything. You may have to wait a long time for the Page of Pentacles to show up, but once they do, they don't leave. Page of Pentacles energy, once it shows up, it does not leave. It is extremely reliable, extremely dependable. So Page of Pentacles promises something long-term, long-lasting, stable, dependable, reliable more than anything. And the Lovers is, again, two people coming together out of choice and choice only, not for any other reason than both parties just want to be with each other. So this could be someone you meet or someone that you are already with, but the pacing here is very, very beautiful, because the King of Cups says, emotionally, I know what I want. Ace of Wands is, this is hot, it's spicy, it's sexy, it's passionate. And Page of Materials, Page of Pentacles says, you can still take me home to meet the parents too, you know? So this is like a really good balance between passion and commitment. And I don't know why in society we're sort of like taught or led to believe that it's usually one or the other. Either you have a great physical connection without emotionally bonding, or you're best friends without the passion and the chemistry and the attraction. Well, according to my pile fours, you guys are saying, hell no, I want it all, so I'm going to have it all. And I really like this energy here, but yeah, let me see what else it is that I'm seeing here. This person also won't get in the way of your job or your personal life, because for some of you, that's like a bit of a worry to you, or maybe you have an issue with it, or you've dealt with it before, either where your partners were saying like you work too much, or maybe you would say to your partners, you work too much, you know, I want you to make more time for me. It used to kind of be a little bit stressful. So yeah, this could have been an issue that you've dealt with before, feeling as though one or the other kind of suffers, but this is a lot of understanding and cooperation. This is a lot of support. And this must be my relationship pile, because I'm looking for something else. I'm really trying to focus outside of this. And it's like every time I try to go like outside of this to see something else, it's like that's all that's coming through. It's like my focus just keeps like coming right back to this, is like, no, this is like a relationship or something. And like I said, I'm trying to see outside of it, like financially, career-wise, health, anything else. And it's like I have these blinders on and I literally can't see outside of it. So I'm not going to force a message if one doesn't want to come through. This could also be a proposal, you guys. Page of Materials looks like a ring to me, especially if you've been in this relationship for some time now. This could as well be, this might sound really weird, but this could as well be like you guys finally like sharing, like making a bank together, or like you guys like putting your money in the same sort of account. And there's some different level of commitment here, but it seems like you guys are trying to share more of your own life together. And like I said, with Page of Pentacles, you might have to wait a long time for his ass to show up, but once he shows up, he doesn't leave, you know? And so this is why, especially if you've been in a relationship for a while, this is why it may have taken a while for things to get more serious, because your partner And you as well, both of you guys may have had this sort of mindset where it's like, I want to know for sure that this is where I want to be for the rest of my life, because there's a lot of maturity here. Like I said, there's beautiful duality here between like passion and chemistry. It's very youthful, but it's also extremely mature. So it's like at the same time, there's this respect for commitment or for marriage or for being like in a relationship. There's this real serious respect for it. You guys could even be, this could be like a proposition as well, where they ask you to move in with them, or they ask you to like, let's go get a place together. I'm really trying to see outside of this, but it's so heavy, it's so strong. It's like I literally cannot see around this thing at all. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards. Maybe the oracle cards have some additional like outside messages outside of relationships. You could also be manifesting this partner that comes into your life during Leo season. You could be meeting this person for sure. And if you do, don't be upset at kind of like how slowly things kind of come together. It might be a while before this person asks you on a date, or like it might be a while before they actually give you a call. Like maybe they ask you for your number, but it might be a while before they actually take you up on that call. This is going to move very slowly because it's so stable, it's so mature. And this person has a great respect for loyalty and commitment and intimacy. They don't take it lightly. I just heard the words, I love you. You may also be getting that as well in August. What the hell? I'm trying to see around. Okay. All right. I'm not going to force a message because I'm really sitting here like trying to pick up something else. So let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards and see what else it is that we're seeing. We'll start with these two. And so we have here, share wisdom. And look at that. They're conjoined. You see that? And patience. You see that, you guys? Like I was saying, don't be upset if this takes a while. Don't be upset. Page of Pentacles is that's what this patience card is talking about, is this Page of Pentacles right here. Page of Pentacles, he moves slow as hell. Like he takes his time. He takes his time when he is learning something or developing something or looking forward to something or planning with something. He really takes his time when we're dealing with the Page of Pentacles. So like I was saying, if you give your number to someone on Monday and it's Friday and they still haven't called you or texted you, don't worry about it. Have patience with it, because this is that Page of Pentacles energy here. And Page of Pentacles for some reason is standing out more to me than the actual Lovers card. I don't even have much to say about the Lovers card because the first three cards are already establishing there's some sort of emotional connection or bond here between you and someone else. And I'm sorry if you're not interested in relationships, but this is like the only message that is coming through. Even with share wisdom right here. Patience is the Page of Pentacles and wisdom is the King of Cups, or share wisdom is the King of Cups. And Cups is all about capacity. Anytime we're dealing with the Suit of Cups in Tarot, this is all about capacity, emotional capacity. This is wisdom and knowledge that we accumulate with one experience after the other. And when the heart is connected to these experiences, and it almost looks as though these two, what is this, like a buffalo or a bison? I don't know. But it looks as though these two animals connected here, like sharing the roots together or sharing a heart or something like that. But when the heart is connected to these experiences, it opens up another part of us, one that empathizes and can feel things that we didn't know we were capable of feeling. So if you go through something intense, if you go through something painful, like let's say you experience like a difficult breakup or something, and it really broke your heart at the time, that is your heart expanding. Even when we deal with pain, trauma, heartbreak, that is our emotional capacity expanding. When people say like after like a workout and they haven't worked out in a long time, they were like, man, I didn't even know that part of my body could hurt. I didn't even know I could feel that part of my body. It's the same exact thing when we deal with the heart and when we deal with emotional experiences, intense experiences, whether they are deemed as good or negative experiences. When they're very intense, when they're amplified, what this does is it really expands the capacity that the heart has. And so these experiences, they open up deeper parts of us, other parts of us, one that empathizes and can feel things we didn't know we were capable of feeling. Like, imagine eating a lot of food, right? The stomach is this like amazing body part. Well, the body part in general, the body in general is very amazing because it's so flexible, but it really transforms to fit us like a glove. So if we keep eating huge meals, our stomach expands to be able to fit the amount of food that we regularly eat. That the way the body can accommodate everything that it's consuming. Same thing if we were to eat a little bit less because we're on a diet, the stomach's gonna shrink, right? So with these experiences, these emotional experiences, these painful experiences, don't be upset with them, because what it's doing is it is expanding your heart. And when we don't have experiences that we connect to, it's almost as if we lose the ability to exercise that muscle, to exercise our emotions, to exercise our heart. It's like the heart kind of closes up a little bit because it's not being stimulated. It's not being challenged. It's not being pushed. It's not being deepened, so it has the ability to sort of get stagnant if we're not regularly involved in emotional experiences. And this happens when people sort of put walls up and they block themselves off from other experiences because maybe they've been hurt, and then the heart kind of closes up a bit. But it's the same thing with the heart and emotions. Our heart expands with positive and negative experiences. The more it feels, the deeper and greater its capacity for emotions become. And a person is able to feel more. They are able to tap into deeper emotions, which is AKA wisdom. Emotions are basically just information that is picked up through wisdom and different experiences. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the next card here. We have Soulcraft. Beautiful. So this is exactly like what I was talking about. With the heart expanding, your soul is expanding, as well as through this experience with this person. Soulcraft is also saying to me, this person was made for you and you were made for them. There's a lot of fate in this pile here. A lot of fate in this pile. Soulcraft is also saying that certain experiences were crafted just for you. Share wisdom. That's what the share wisdom card here is saying. It's saying that it wants you to open up. So should you meet this person, or if you have somebody in your life right now that you're interested in or that you're dating, open up to them in the month of August, because what it's going to do is it's going to deepen and expand you guys' capacity to relate to each other, to empathize with each other, to see each other as you're literally just my mirror reflection. You are not something opposite of me. We are so connected. We're conjoined, almost like these two animals here in the share wisdom card. So Soulcraft is definitely the universe coming in and saying, yeah, we've kind of had our hand involved in this. And the final card that we have, that's just creepy. Not creepy. Let me change that word. That's wild. Because I was wondering why I could not see outside of this message. Why I couldn't see outside of relationships and love for this pile. And so we have the card here that says, true love come to me. True love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. So that's just confirmation right there that for sure Leo season August is bringing my pile fours the blessing of love of somebody that is really connected to you, where this is true love. It's fated. All of this is fated. Just be a little bit patient with it. Be patient and allow this to unfold, because this is real. This is real. The blessing is a real, genuine connection coming to my pile fours. in this Leo season. Very, 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 very many of you guys. Okay, so yeah, this is all that I'm saying for my pile 4s. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages today. Hope you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world, and enjoy this beautiful blessing. Enjoy this beautiful relationship, because you guys deserve it. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 5, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards before getting to your oracle cards to see what this Leo season and this upcoming month of August is bringing your way in terms of blessings. So let's go on ahead and just get started here. The very first card that we have is the Queen of Emotions, otherwise known as the Queen of Cups in reverse. And then we have here the Empress. And Justice in reverse. Okay, so something's not going to be going as planned, pile 5, but it's going to actually be a really good thing for you. And I don't know if some of you that selected this pile are Leos yourself and have maybe like a birthday coming up soon. Maybe you're a Leo rising, a Leo moon, Leo Venus. But I see you getting pampered, receiving gifts for like a birthday or some sort of celebration or a graduation, a promotion, maybe, or something like that. I don't know, but I see you getting celebrated for some reason. And this is a general reading, so it's really hard to see. Normally I just keep flipping cards until the message came up, but this is general. So, it seems like maybe you had some sort of plans that didn't go through. Like maybe you planned a vacation for this month, but had to cancel or something like that. And so you're thinking like, man, this isn't going to be fun. This isn't going to be a celebration. I'm not going to get to do anything that I wanted to do. Queen of Cups in reverse here. But I see you getting surprised. Justice in reverse. Something about this Justice card in reverse feels like surprise, like very unexpected. So this could be an adoption. The word just came through. Very, very... Okay, all right. This could be an adoption. That word just came through for some reason. Even like a pet adoption, maybe expanding your family or your home, as well as even a pregnancy because of this Empress card here. And the Empress is like the mother of tarot. She's the Queen of Queens of tarot. And maybe it's not what you had planned with this Justice. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. Not uh-oh, but I'm kind of putting these two messages together now. Justice feels like surprise. The Empress can definitely represent pregnancy. And so this could be like a surprise pregnancy. It could as well too be somebody maybe you coming across a animal that is homeless, or they don't have a home, or maybe you like adopting one, rescuing one, something where it's like you didn't plan on doing it, but somehow it came into your life, or you didn't plan on getting pregnant, but surprise, it could kind of be that. So maybe like going back to the pregnancy, maybe it's not what you had planned with this Justice card in reverse here, or even wanted at some point with this Queen of Cups in reverse, but there's this like glow coming from you this month. There's this glow, like you're glowing this month, because it's going to feel right, like it's the right time. There's this air of disappointment at first. Like I said, maybe plans got canceled, or maybe you get surprised, and it might not have been something that you were planning for, but after the initial shock fades away, especially if it's a pregnancy, after the initial shock fades away, you're going to fall in love with the surprise. So it won't be a baby for everyone. For some of you, this is a pet or something to do with vanity as well. I just heard the word vanity. So, okay, so a friend or family member, someone may gift you, pile 5, with something that you've been wanting, but it feels like a collection of things. Like maybe it's like a lot of new clothes, or like a makeup collection, or like a new computer with a mic and a light so you can like start your podcast or something. Whatever this is, it feels like a collection of things with this Empress card here. You could even win something, possibly too, in the month of August or in Leo season. You could actually get selected to win something. There's a big surprise though, and you're not necessarily expecting this because so many of you guys are going to be focused on what you're missing out on or some sort of plans that fell through. So when this happens, it's going to be a pleasant surprise. Another thing as well here is a postponement. With this Justice card in reverse, that could be the other surprise here. So this could be like a particular bill getting pushed back, or somehow it gets paid off. And again, there's this element of surprise with this Justice card that is screaming at me. Justice card is a card of balance, things working out for the better, and even karmic debts being paid, the scales being balanced. So this could for sure be like a bill that maybe you've been paying at it for a long time. This could be like a car. This could be something that you own that you've been paying on, and it gets paid off. Somebody could intervene and this gets paid off. As well as too, let me just say, you guys, that you're going to be, this Queen of Cups in reverse doesn't feel like a reversal. It feels more internal to me. It feels like you're going to be embodying your Queen of Cups in Leo season, and that's what's going to have this glow over you. The Empress as well is telling me that you're going to be very attractive, physically attractive as well. So that could be another blessing that's coming through, is maybe some sort of change in your appearance, like a haircut, or somebody taking you for a spa day, somebody buying you makeup, buying you clothes, you yourself doing this for yourself, you treating yourself. That could be another thing coming through, you guys, because the Empress, she's a Queen of Queens in tarot, and the Empress is all about, as in the card, in the Rider-Waite-Smith card, she's sitting back on this like throne almost, and she's pregnant. She appears to be pregnant. And there's all this life around her, but she's not like sitting on a cold, uncomfortable throne. She is resting. She's relaxing. Her sitting on her throne, that's what it looks like when she relaxes. That's what it looks like when she's sitting on her throne, is she looks like she is getting pampered, right? So this could as well be you pampering yourself, especially with this Justice card in reverse, where it says like, you know what? I haven't done anything for me in a long time. And with you embodying this Queen of Cups that really wants to nourish you from the inside out and say, hey, let's do something for ourselves. That could be another huge blessing coming through, where some money is sort of freed up, or you kind of just come to this place where you're like, you know what, I'm going to splurge a little bit and I'm going to do something for me. So that could be another big blessing here. But it really kind of feels like something gets freed up. You don't have to pay for something. And so it kind of gives you the opportunity to do something for yourself, which you've been needing to do. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here. See what else it is that we're seeing. I'm just looking at these tarot cards, making sure I didn't miss anything. Let me just flip one card, like a clarifier card. Let me just do that real quickly, guys. Give me a second. All right, you guys. Let's see. Okay, we got two cards. Two of Cups in reverse. And the King of Pentacles underneath the deck. Strength in reverse. Interesting. So the two cards of duality are in reverse. King of Pentacles. Yeah. So this is you doing something for yourself, for sure. Pile 5. This is you doing something for yourself. Strength in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. This is like, I'm not worrying about anyone else. I'm going to do something for myself. I'm going to treat myself because I deserve it, for sure. Yeah. And as well as too, this definitely does look like something financially being sort of freed up, because maybe you're not, maybe you don't, someone could also be moving out of your place. For some of you, if somebody lives with you, maybe you've been giving somebody a place to stay. They could definitely be moving out in Leo season or in the month of August. something that you had to take care of before, you don't have to take care of in the month of August in Leo season. And this gives you all the opportunity and finances and resources that you need to be able to do something for you. Yep, that's exactly what that is. Okay, well, now that that's out the way, let's get to you guys' oracle cards here to see what else it is that we are seeing. And the very first card that we have is the Observer and Compassion. Okay, and my battery's about to die, so let's try to hurry up and get through this. So yeah, with the Observer and Compassion though, the Observer is, like I said, you expecting things to go in a different direction, like sort of looking into a crystal ball to be able to sort of see the future. You're anticipating something that doesn't necessarily end up manifesting that way. As well as with the Observer card, I'm picking up someone really paying attention to your conversations, the things you talk about all the time, the things that you said you needed or wanted. Someone is really paying attention, and just out of them being compassionate and wanting to do something for you, it looks like they end up delivering some sort of gift to you. Yeah, just out of them just wanting to do something for you. This is, and plus here we have the Two of Cups in reverse and the Strength in reverse, King of Pentacles upright. So this could for sure be somebody saying, like, you know what, you're always looking out for other people, or you're always looking out for me. Let me do something for you. Is there anything that I could gift you? Is there anything that you want? But like I said, they pay a lot of attention to you and to your conversations and the things that you talk about and say that you want. And so don't be shocked if like you get a knock on your door from like Amazon one day or UPS, and it's like, oh my God, like who gave me this? Like who sent this to me? That's really what I'm picking up here. Yeah. Yep. This could as well be like somebody that knows you intuitively, like your mom or something like that, gifting you with something. Where it's like, or it might not be your mom. This could just be somebody that intuitively, they're just led by their heart, compassion. They're just led by their heart. Like, you know what? I want to do something for you today. It could also just be like you just walking around and some stranger just hands you a $20 bill, or some stranger in the grocery store, they decide to pay for all your groceries. Like it's very random, but it's like, it's because somebody is intuitively led by their heart to do something for you. Yeah. The next two cards that we have here is Remembrance. Yeah, look at that. People are remembering. There's definitely somebody in your life then, or people in your life that really hold you in high regards, and they remember everything that it is that you've done for them. They remember. And then we have here Inner Voice. Like I was talking about, people are going to be led from their heart space to just do something for you. They might not even understand why, but they're just going to be led to do something for you, because they're just like, you know what, you deserve it. So yeah, both of these cards I feel like are talking about you focusing on the plans as well that you made a while back, and maybe they're bothering you a bit, like we talked about earlier, because you were looking forward to it, but then things didn't go that way. So at first, your Leo season, it may feel like you know, it may be all about the things that you wish you were doing right now, or the things that you wish you could be doing right now before the surprise hits you. And another thing with Remembrance and Inner Voice is this feels like an ancestor or guide as well that is extremely close by. So if you have an altar, make some offerings to them if you're comfortable with that, because they could just out of nowhere just sort of bless you with something. And the Inner Voice card, it almost looks like angel wings to me with these hands. And then we also have these hands in this Observer card right here. So this looks like hands to me, almost. These hands look like angel wings to me. So you may make contact with a deity or a guide or an ancestor, an angel this Leo season as well, because it looks like they may have been watching you recently, for sure. And the final card that we have here is Imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine Ones, I send my thanks to thee. Okay, so this is confirmation for sure. It says, Divine Ones, I send my thanks to thee, like I just picked up there. for one of your messages is, if you have an altar and if you're comfortable with it, leave an offering to either an ancestor, an angel, a guide, the universe, yourself, whatever it is. Just celebrate something, because there's something divine here that's going to come through and bless you, but it's going to move through other people around you, in your vicinity, in your life, or in your family. It could be strangers. Like I said, it just could be somebody randomly in the store that's like behind you, and they're like, you know what, I'm just going to pay for your groceries just because I can. It's going to be something so random. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's probably not going to be something that you could have cooked up in your head. You're not going to see it coming. You're not going to see it coming at all. But my battery's about to die, and this was a really, really, really fun reading. I'm excited for my pile fives, for sure. So August looks to be exciting. Like I said, whatever it is that didn't work out that you thought was going to be exciting, it's like this surprise is going to be a lot more exciting, way more exciting than you could have imagined it would be. So yeah, this is all that I'm seeing for my pile threes. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.